You look in the mirror and something feels off, not sick, not injured, just less. Less sharp, less magnetic, less like the version of you that used to walk into a room and feel okay about it. You tell yourself it's the lighting, it's not the lighting. But here's the thing nobody tells you: this feeling almost never starts with your face, it starts somewhere else entirely. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to look. Most guys respond to this feeling the same way: they assume it's a body problem. So they chase a haircut, a new jaw, a gym program they'll quit in 3 weeks. And sure, those things help a little. But you've met people who are conventionally average-looking who walk into a room like they own it. And you've met genetically blessed people who seem to shrink into the walls. That gap isn't about bone structure, it's about something running underneath the surface, something you can actually train. Here's the part biology doesn't advertise: attractiveness was never really about symmetry, it's a signal. A shortcut your brain uses to guess: is this person capable? Are they resourced? Do they have their life handled? That's why a tired, anxious, checked-out version of you reads as less attractive, even with the exact same face. And it's why the same face carried by someone calm, capable, and present reads as magnetic. You're not fighting your bone structure, you're fighting your state. Let's start with the most boring, most ignored variable: sleep. Chronic short sleep doesn't just make you tired. Studies on sleep-deprived faces show puffier eyes, duller skin, a flatter expression that other people unconsciously rate as less healthy and less attractive. You don't need a serum, you need 7 hours. It is, without exaggeration, the highest leverage thing on this entire list, and it's completely free. Next, the posture. Rounded shoulders, a caved-in chest, a dropped head. These aren't just physical habits, they're read instantly as low status, low energy, low confidence. Pull your shoulders back, lift your chin 2 degrees, that's it. Researchers call this expansive posture, and it doesn't just change how others see you, it measurably changes how you feel about yourself within minutes. Your body talks before your mouth does. Now, basic grooming does matter, but not the way people think. It's not about looking perfect, it's about removing distractions. Clean nails, trimmed facial hair, or a sharp shave, fresh breath, clothes that actually fit your frame instead of hiding it. None of this makes you handsome, it just removes the reasons someone's brain has to look away. Grooming is a floor, confidence is the ceiling. Here's one almost nobody talks about: eye contact. Chronic phone use and social anxiety have quietly trained a whole generation to look away by default. But steady, relaxed eye contact is one of the strongest nonverbal signals of confidence that exists. Not a stare down, just comfortable presence. Practice holding eye contact half a second longer than feels natural. It rewires how people experience you almost instantly. Stress leaves a face print. Clenched jaw, tight forehead, tense shoulders creeping toward your ears. Over months and years, chronic stress literally shapes your resting expression into something that reads as guarded or unhappy, even when you're not. This is why people who meditate, who walk daily, who manage their stress, often look softer and more approachable over time. You're not just training a body, you're training a face. Skin matters more than people admit, not for vanity but because it's a visible marker of health. You don't need 10 products, you need 3, a gentle cleanser, moisturizer, and sunscreen used consistently. Pair that with basic nutrition: enough protein, enough water, less processed sugar, and you'll outperform 90% of guys who chase expensive routines but skip the boring fundamentals 80% of the time. Clothes aren't shallow, they're a costume for the version of you that you're trying to become. Fit matters more than price. A well-fitted plain t-shirt beats an expensive shirt that hangs wrong. Pick 2 or 3 outfits you feel genuinely good in and rotate them. You're not dressing to impress strangers, you're dressing to remind yourself every morning who you're choosing to be today. Here's the trap: feeling unattractive makes you withdraw. Withdrawing means less sunlight, less movement, less social practice, more time alone with a critical mirror and a phone feed of curated faces. That isolation then makes you look and feel worse, which makes you withdraw further. It's a loop, not a fixed trait, and loops can be broken at any point you choose to interrupt them. You don't fix this with one haircut or one gym session. You fix it with small, boring reps: sleep on time tonight, stand a little taller in the next conversation you have, hold eye contact 1 second longer today. None of these feel dramatic. That's exactly why they work. They compound quietly while everyone else is waiting for a single dramatic transformation that never comes. Think about the most magnetic person you know. Chances are it's not their jawline. It's how they make you feel around them: present, curious, warm, unbothered by things that don't matter. That's not genetics. That's a practice state built from sleep, posture, stress management, and self-respect stacked on top of each other. You already have access to every ingredient, you've just been aiming at the wrong list. So next time you catch yourself in the mirror feeling like something's missing, ask a different question. Not "what's wrong with my face," but "how did I sleep this week? How's my posture been? Am I hiding from people right now?" That mirror was never lying to you. It was just asking the wrong question the whole time. You don't need a new face, you need a new routine. Sleep on time, stand taller, hold your eye contact, handle your stress, dress like someone who respects himself. Do the boring reps nobody films. That's the whole cheat code, and it was available to you this entire time. If this helped, subscribe, because the next one goes even deeper on building unshakable self-respect.